Welcome back to Beyond the Scoreboard. As always, I am your host, Caleb Rosario, joined by my co-host. Today, label his actual name, Brenden. What's going on, bro? You are currently muted.
Doing good. How about you, brother?
Hey, man, good. Another snowstorm on the way.
I know,
Um,
right? Well, it was 60 all week.
dog, I just figured out what my lawn looked like again, just like yesterday, and now it's gone again. So it's like
Dang, honestly.
I don't even know what to do anymore, man. Just want to
Found a
like
whole bunch of
move down.
dog.
Are
I
y'all
don't
getting? Are y'all
know.
getting hit? Are y'all? Are y'all getting hit over there?
It snowed today for sure. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's gonna be all the way like you are, but
Apparently, it's gonna be worse tomorrow. Like it just started, like actually like sticking to the ground now, and it's not good. But yeah, man. We got some hypotheticals. Actually, as you guys can see by the title, we got some hypotheticals to go over. Well, Brendan's gonna take this one to start off, and I'll be honest. Me and him talked extensively over the phone yesterday, and I wasn't really on board with a lot of the stuff he was saying when it comes to this at all. You know what I mean? So, what's going on, Tommy? What's going on? How you doing? Um, before we start, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you haven't already. But yeah, Brendan, take it away. What was your thing?
so I was watching First Take and I saw the dude. I don't know his name. Maybe having some random dudes on there at this point.
He was That was the first time I've ever seen him on there. Never
Yeah,
seen him.
I didn't know this guy. I still don't know his name, but he
Still don't.
suggested something that at first glance you're like, man, that's stupid. But I was really thinking about it, and then I'm like, he might be onto something. Now, he was suggesting that the NBA, if you want to get rid of tanking, do away with the draft and let um these players be free agents and just sign where they want to go. Now, at first glance, that does sound crazy. It's like, yeah, whatever, like, yeah, but then it's like you're thinking to yourself, like, they're all going to go to one team. Well, no, they're not. If they're smart,
Which they're not.
but they can't all go to the same team.
Okay, but they can go to like 3 teams. That's it.
Okay, great. Okay, no, that's not true because those 3 teams won't be able to offer them the same amount of money as the lower teams. So now you're going to have to decide between money and possible championship. But most people don't even care about championships. They'd rather have the money.
Right. But I
For
think it's
example,
bad.
you try to go to the Lakers. You try to go to the Lakers right now.
Mhm.
You got LeBron making 50. You got Luka making 50. You got Austin Reeves making 15, but he's about to make 30.
Mhm.
How much cap space is there to have for DeBonster?
Okay. So
So now if
and
I'm
he
DeBonster, I'm like, okay, the Rockets have $22 million for me. I'm gonna go there instead of making 8.
okay.
See what I'm saying? But and the other thing is, it would force teams to present a good product that people would want to sign to. Like if you can't put a good product out there that I want to sign to, and you can't get these young players, then that's on you. And we're acting like having the first pick is gonna turn the franchise around. Like that's happened maybe like 2 or 3 times ever.
Sure.
So it's like even the first pick isn't always the best pick. So it's like, for example, like Kawhi going to, I think he went 13.
I mean, bro, look at the last 5 years though. Look at those last 5 picks, excluding 2024. But 4 of the last 5 years, they definitely have been picks that have done something.
To
Like
what teams though? To what teams?
San Antonio.
Perfect. You wouldn't sign in San Antonio?
Depends on, like, if I'm one of these players. If I'm one of
Yeah,
these
you wouldn't
players,
sign in San Antonio.
it depends on what the money's looking like.
But
If I'm one of
that's what
these
I'm saying.
players,
That's a good franchise. They present themselves good. They probably could have got Wemby anyway.
I don't know, bro.
But
I
they
don't know.
didn't
Like,
draft Wemby though, right? They got to sign him.
no, Wemby was drafted.
He was drafted. Okay, all right.
Yeah, all those dudes in the NBA are drafted. They're not like signed free agents because they're overseas.
That's the other thing. They should open them up to that too.
What, like overseas drafting?
No, just
What do you
sign.
just like Luca could have just signed instead of been drafted?
Exactly. Every other sports league does it. I mean, I guess I don't know too much about football's foreign policy because I don't think that we get a lot.
No,
of
they sign. They don't. I don't think they get. I don't know
So
if they
every
get.
other franchise, every other sports league does signings for people outside
No,
of the
I
US.
don't know. Was Jordan Mailata drafted out of Australia, or was he signed? I'm not sure what they do foreign wise. But look, like, you don't think Wemby would have went to the Knicks if the Knicks just offered him whatever he wanted?
Okay, so the Knicks offer a good product, but how much money? But how much money do the Knicks have with having Jalen Brunson, Cat? Now they got to make a choice. Do they want a young guy? Do they want a mature vet? It's kind of the same thing in baseball.
I don't know. I think that you look. This is what I'm saying. Me and you were talking yesterday. The kids already have too much power. Already, the kids coming out of college in every sport have way too much say in what they do. I don't like that. I think the teams have to have some sort of say. And
but at what point, like, are you ruining somebody to do it though?
What do you mean?
Like, for example, I mean, Cock and Nipples worked out, but the Hornets, they drafted Adam Morrison, they drafted all sorts of Tyler Hansborough, like
but that's just them being stupid.
Right, but I'm saying, at what point do they keep getting these chances to ruin these players? What if they did get to touch a young LeBron? Like, are they going to make him a better player, or are they going to hurt him? And I don't mean like literally hurt him. I mean like hurt his development.
That's on the organization itself.
But that's what I'm saying. Why give up somebody's destiny, future opportunity, and put it in the hands of an organization?
See, but I don't think it's going to be I don't think every team's going to be like that. I think teams just don't get certain players because either certain players don't want to go there, or when, like, in the draft.
Why force them?
Huh?
Why force them there?
What do you mean? These kids should not be able to just be. They already own all of college basketball, or all of college sports. They already do whatever they want. So now you're going to just be like, going into pro sports, you're going to be like, oh, no, I don't want to go there. I want to go here. I want to go here.
But guess what, though? If they make their own decisions, let's say they end up on the Thunder, right?
Right.
You're like, oh, I'm the best player. I'm going to end up on the Thunder. You're playing 15 minutes a night, right? And you play 4 years. You put up 4.6 points per game in 15 minutes a night. If I'm looking at you, I'm like, I don't want you on my team.
Okay. Well,
but think about that. So, like, you're also taking a risk, like not getting playing time. If you go to a really good team, you're risking not playing right away.
Which I think, right.
Perfect. So they'd be out of the league then. You got to make good decisions.
But they're not. No. They're going to make decisions that benefit themselves, as far as getting, like, I'm going to benefit myself by getting more playing time, probably going to a crappy team where there's not many expectations, which happens already now. So it's like,
but at least they had the choice.
No, I don't think that should be the case.
But why do you not want them to have the choice?
Because they already have too much power. I don't think kids at 18 years old should be choosing where they want to go in professional sports.
So
I think
in every other walk of life, you get to choose what you want to be.
Why? No, they don't. Not
hold on. So wait. So when I go to school, I don't get to choose to be a lawyer. I mean, I want to get to choose to.
I'm talking not in.
That's sports. So what I'm saying is, every other walk of life, you get to choose where, when, how long, and what you want to do. This is the only thing is the draft is you get picked by somebody to do what you want to do. Why not give?
You're doing what you want. No. You're doing what you want to do. You're just not doing it where you want to do it.
That's the problem, though.
No, that isn't
every
the
other walk of life, you could do that. If I want to be a doctor, I don't want to be a doctor in North Carolina. I don't have to be a doctor in North Carolina. I can go to Idaho.
Sports is not the same walk of life. It's just not. It's a job. However, if you are doing what you love to do and you are in college and you're one of the best players in college, whatever sports, baseball, football, basketball, it does not matter. Yeah. You should not be able to just be like, oh, I know I'm one of the best, so I'm gonna go to this team, and I know I'm gonna get the most playing time there. I mean, I'm gonna get they offer me the most money, and I know it's the best situation for me, and I'm like for me in a sense of I'm going to get as much playing time as possible, and there's no expectations on me. What player do you think if you're in the minor leagues, you're probably gonna go? I told you, it's like I'm probably gonna go to the Angels because I know for a fact if I'm one of the best players in the minor leagues, I'm getting called up within a year. So it's
What's wrong with that?
but what I'm saying is all those players are gonna end up going to those types of teams and teams that
Well,
don't have.
hold on. There's only 2 spots. There's only 2 spots free every year.
What do you mean?
There's only 2 spots free on each team every year. So not all of them can go to 2 teams or 3 teams.
No, I'm not. No,
you're gonna still end up with a diversified set of talent. They're just
I don't know about that.
And you're gonna pick up more players on accident. It's gonna not only that, it's gonna force teams to actually scout and look at players because what happens is they let everybody else tell them who they should be picking out of.
Sure.
So now, the Pelicans can't just be like, oh, you said you think Ja or Zion? Okay, yeah, we'll pick out of those 2. It's like now they actually got to scout because they got to find the dude from Ole Miss who's the third player who's the third best player, but he's got some good some skill sets, some long arms, some nice vertical, and maybe he can make some jumpers. It'll force teams to do research.
But the bottom line
is you're not going to be picking from the top of the barrel all the time. You're not going to be able to go 22 and not even 32, 22 and 59 and be like, oh, I got the first pick. It's good. 22 and 60 and be like, oh, I got the first pick. So I'll just pick the Darren Peterson and we'll ruin him for 4 years. And then we'll send him off to where he wanted to go in the first place.
But listen what I'm saying is that players, right? Like, okay, you say you're going to have a diversified talent. It's going to force teams to scout or whatever the case is. However, you and me, we can say all we're doing is projecting a player or what they're going to be. You don't know what they're going to be when they get into professional sports to begin with. So now you're letting. So exactly. So you have the control over this player. You have knowing he's like I drafted him. Obviously, you live and die with the decisions that you make by drafting a certain player. If you didn't scout, that's on you as an organization. Mm-hmm. But I think the organizations have the power because if it doesn't work out, one, it's on you, and two, you have the control over that player. That player doesn't have to say what. If a player chooses to go there, you're paying him. What would be a deal that you would give a top 10 draft pick? What would be a deal, a free agent deal that you would give them coming out of college?
So you're saying we know. Well, hold on. No, see, now that's the thing. You can set your own market. That's what I want.
That's the problem to me.
But perfect. Hey, listen, you don't like it, go back to college.
No, what you're saying, the players should set their own market?
Yes, because look, okay, listen. Let's say I'm AJ DeBonsta, so I'm the top 5 pick in the draft projected. Yeah. And you're saying to me, I'm like, hey, I'm not going anywhere for less than 30.
Mm-hmm.
Right? No team comes knocking. You're like, all right, but I'll knock it down to 25.
Mm-hmm.
No team comes knocking. The market will get set by itself. Do you see what I'm saying? Or you just go back and play college. And most people won't want to do that. So the places you're going to get the most money from are the not lower, but lesser tier franchises because the better tier franchises. So it'll end up balancing, in my opinion. You'll get a balance because I'm telling you, not everybody can go play for the Lakers because you can't have Cam Boozer and Darren Peterson can't just say, oh, let's just go to play on the Lakers. They can, but are they going to play over Luka, Austin Reeves, LeBron?
No.
See, and that's the thing. And I mean, obviously LeBron will be the next year, so maybe the Lakers will be an option.
I just don't want these players having so much control. Like everybody, I was pissed when I heard Caleb Williams. Like Caleb Williams said, whatever team he gets drafted by, he wants a stake in whatever ownership thing. Who are you? You haven't taken one snap in the NFL, and you talking about you want equity in the franchise? Like that's to me, that's weight. Like what do you do? What are you talking about?
But if they're willing to give it to you, why not?
They weren't though. That's what they already said. They didn't give it to him. But
I'm saying if somebody was worth it, like let's say you have a generational talent where it's like can't miss like LeBron or like a Jordan or like a
To me, no, to me that brings like it all these dudes now. Me and you see it every single day in sports how entitled these guys think they are.
But why not? But that's
They're
okay though.
already then you're making them way more arrogant and entitled coming into the league.
What's wrong? I don't understand what's wrong with that. What's wrong with having happy athletes? Athletes that want to be where they are.
Bro, the way it is now.
Yeah.
You know.
What are they going to do differently though?
Bro, if you are going, you're going to a place that you originally wanted to go to.
Yeah.
Right? That you originally was like, I want to go here. They offer me the money that I wanted. I know I'm going to get a lot of playing time. And say it doesn't go how you expected it to go. You can still do the same thing. You can still start acting the same way as if when you go to a team that you don't really want to go to. But to me, the thing is like you saying is like if you don't like it, go back to college. These guys have the option now to go back to college if they don't like the team they got drafted by. So it's like they already can do that now. They already have decided it's like, oh, the top 5 picks is these teams. I know I'm gonna be a top 5 pick. I ain't doing it. Or they purposely hurt their draft stock to get signed by a team that they want to go to. So they're already having no. But listen, they're already having this entitlement without being able to really choose where they want to go. Like
it sounds like why not make them happy?
What is it? What are we talking about?
Why don't you want happy athletes? Don't you think happy athletes try harder?
Of course.
Okay, so look, if AJ wants to play for the San Antonio Spurs with Wemby, why should we stop that?
Because first off, okay, if you're saying is like if you wanted to go here, what player is going to purposely choose to go to Washington? Who's going to purposely choose to go to Sacramento?
Remember, some people are not going to have a choice.
But that's some. I'm talking about the best players. I'm talking about
but why do you want the best players on those teams? They don't do anything with them, and they leave in 4 years.
That's false. Cade Cunningham has turned the Detroit Pistons franchise around.
No, that was a good franchise before they started making all the bad drafts.
The Pistons stunk.
They have won championships in the last. Well, they played for 2 championships in the last 20 years. Right? Chauncey Billups and them. They were competitive. You see what I'm saying? They won one, actually, I think. Yeah, they won one.
Last.
And like, 10, it's like,
top 10 picks.
Probably like 03, 04?
Last 10 top 10 picks in the NBA. I'm going to tell you right now.
But my thing is it would make the athletes.
Cooper Flag was the last year, right? And everybody knew like there was something fishy going on there with Dallas getting the number 1 pick anyway, because I guarantee you with them trading Luka, they ended up being able to get that number 1 pick. Like ain't no way that they're giving Dallas that number 1 pick. If
now check, you're not even thinking about the other things too. Let's say you're like, okay, I want AJ really badly, so I'm gonna give him $28 million a year. But then Giannis comes up for free agency, and I don't have 35 for you, Giannis. I gave 20 of it to. And now free agents are gonna also be moving around and stuff because they can't go to the teams they want to. If those teams spend money on those rookies, then now those teams can't get big players too.
First off, what are you talking about? Look.
Okay.
Cooper Flag.
Yes, Dallas. What's Dallas?
Last year, Atlanta Hawks, Zakari, who I don't know, whatever the guy.
Hold on. So wait, Dallas. Start with Dallas. What's Dallas?
Dallas.
How does that help Dallas?
How does what help Dallas?
How is Dallas done with Cooper Flag?
It's not about them being good the following year, Brenden. It's about the fact that
be good, but how have they done with him?
He's playing well.
Great. Okay. Then what they do?
In his rookie year.
Yeah, what they do? They just did something.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What
they trade away Anthony Davis?
Oh yeah, they trade. You would trade away Anthony Davis right now. What did
I'm saying? What they get for him?
I don't know what they got for him.
See, that's what I'm saying. So it's gonna be Cooper Flag by himself. 3 years,
The
3
trade,
years, 4 years, who
first off,
knows?
that original trade was dumb. And to be honest, first off, you don't know that either because Kyrie Irving comes back next year. Obviously, he needs to stay on the court, but Kyrie comes back next year.
Cool.
You're acting like Dallas can't make another move. Like
They can, but will they?
Yes, 100%. I don't think Dallas.
All right, so who are they gonna get?
It doesn't matter. Like, first off, I'm not going to tell you players who they're going to get, but they can definitely build a team around Cooper Flag right now, for sure. And yes, they
can.
will.
But why not just have Cooper Flag in a situation where it's good now? We don't know how long we're going to have him.
How can they?
We don't know how long we're going to have him.
What could they have done this year to build around Cooper Flag? It's his first year. What could they have done?
I'm not just talking. I'm saying in general. What if we put Cooper Flag on the Celtics?
What does that like? What do they get out of that? What is the NBA champions? What does the NBA champions Celtics get by getting the best player in the college basketball? Like, yeah, they're gonna get the best player in college basketball. Who, right. Yes, can who, but you're not gonna play him very often. You're not gonna play him very often on that team with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. There, you're not. So
why wouldn't I? He played for sure. He'd be nice for them too, because he wouldn't be asked to do so much.
You want the best teams. You want the best teams in the NBA, or like the teams that are winning to be able to just be like, yo, if we want to offer,
I want them to be able to. I don't need them to, because then what happens is you end up just having teams that are farm systems for developing.
Did San Antonio stink before Wemby?
Well, what did Wemby? 21?
23. I'm 23. But don't forget about the organization itself. They stunk
basically after Kawhi. So 2018, 2017. That's when they started to stink.
To 2023. Without Wemby, if you take out Wemby from this team right now, are they still what they are?
Well, if you take them away, no. They're good though, but they're not really good.
So he changed that franchise to be a competitive franchise yet again, right? Paolo Banchero. Did Orlando suck before that?
Yes.
And he's made them into a playoff team.
Yes.
Just the addition of him. Cade Cunningham.
Well, not just the addition of him. They got Franz. They traded Fournier away. They did a bunch of moves.
Paolo Banchero is the cornerstone of that team. Without Paolo Banchero, they're not that they are.
Also Jalen Suggs, which he wouldn't have been a high draft pick. You could get him.
Cade Cunningham has the Detroit Pistons as the number 1 seed in the East right now.
Fair enough. Yes.
Anthony Edwards. Minnesota stunk.
Yes.
Yeah, even they would make the play, but like nobody took Minnesota seriously.
Yeah, but you think, okay, so after Ant's contract, is he gonna stay there?
I don't think Anthony Edwards leaves Minnesota.
Okay, what about Ben Carroll? Is he staying?
I don't believe he leaves either.
Okay, so you think
I don't believe the guys that I've mentioned.
You think Ant's staying in Minnesota, which he's already said that he can't wait to come home when he's talking about Atlanta and play. He said he would love to play with Jalen Johnson, and he can't wait to come home. He just said that in the podcast.
I didn't hear that, but
I know. But no, the thing is, and also, like, even though you're saying like these teams are, whatever, they're formidable, is what you're basically saying, because they're not contenders. Besides maybe the Pistons are good, but
Minnesota is as well.
They're not contenders.
Minnesota can make a run in the playoffs. Stop it. Strictly because of Anthony Edwards.
They're not contenders. Let me ask you, you got them beating San Antonio?
Yes, they could beat San Antonio. Yes.
The Nuggets?
You
keep saying can. Obviously they can. Will they? Do you have them? Would you bet on that?
Bro, the only team that I can say that they will definitely lose to is OKC. I don't see any other team in the West that.
So would you bet on them though?
If I would bet on them, yes,
beating the Nuggets, beating
what other team?
The 6th seed in the West. That's the 6th seed in the West, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
So you're betting on them.
To
beat the Rockets, to beat the Spurs, to beat the Nuggets. Like, that's what I'm saying. And then they got to do a combination of 2 or 3 of them. They're not contenders. They're really not contenders.
Okay, so then the only team that's a contender is OKC, maybe Denver. then?
No,
Is that what you're
Denver,
saying?
Rockets, Spurs, those are contenders. They can beat each other. The Spurs have been beaten on the Thunder all year. They're 4-1 against them. They definitely could beat them. And they match up really well with them too. But my thing is, and here's my main thing of why I think it could work this way, or it should work this way, is number one, teams would have to present themselves. They'd have to put the money up front. They'd have to invest in players that they haven't seen before. They would have to be willing to. And if they want to present a bad product, then they'll never get anybody. And they'll always have a bad product. It punishes you for having a bad product. Right now, you're not punished enough for having a bad product. Right? You guys literally made a killing off of it. You specifically watched it happen. They called it trust the process.
Me
right?
and you, no. First off, I couldn't stand that.
I know. They put a bad product on purpose. Teams do that.
I am not with that. I am not with that. I am not. But just because you put a bad product on purpose in the NBA specifically, because the NFL, you got the worst record, you're gonna have the number one pick. And the NBA is a lottery, so it's not guaranteed. There was all the other teams put a bad product out just for Dallas to go out there and have the number one pick last year. Like that doesn't mean you're gonna be guaranteed to get the number one pick or get like the best player in the draft. Like you're gonna get a good player. Being bad, yes, you're gonna get a good.
That's the problem.
Sometimes
that's the problem. You shouldn't even have that opportunity.
What you're gonna do? How are you gonna put a good product out that people want to see? How are you gonna put a good product out there when you're not getting good players? How's that?
Whoa, time out. When was Jalen Brunson drafted? Second round. Nikola Jokic.
Mm-hmm.
Late round pick. There's players out there. You just have to understand basketball and watch and actually try and learn about basketball. You can put together a really good team of basketball players without the first pick. You don't need that. But
I'm not saying you need the first pick.
No, you are, because you're saying that the bad teams need high picks so that they can get to them before the good teams does. But why do they deserve that? Why do they get that grace to get a good player, knowing that they're going to put a bad product out there for another 4 years? Like the Mavericks, not going to contend ever.
Why are you saying? Why are you
5 years they're not going to contend unless Giannis and whoever keeps coming?
Why are you so sure that that Dallas won't? Dallas have made some dumb decisions with Jalen Brunson and Luka Doncic. Yes, but that was their old ownership. That was old ownership. You don't know what this new ownership is going to do. And Milwaukee themselves are probably going to trade Giannis in the offseason.
Yeah, they're going to lose Giannis.
They're going to lose Giannis.
As you should.
They won a championship.
Yeah, they did.
So, like, what do you mean they're putting a bad? They won a championship.
And what have they done since?
They're a contender, bro. They are a contender. When he's healthy, they're a contender every year.
But look at that,
bro. Josh.
Listen, and listen. And it's like you're the best players, the players that I want to see. I gotta watch Con Knivel play with the Hornets, which the Hornets are actually type decent now. So let me leave them alone. Let me leave them alone a little bit, actually.
Oh, give me an example. What player do you really want to watch that's on a team that you're like, bro, why are you here? What player?
There's so many opportunities. I mean, okay, listen, maybe it's not that, but it's like, why aren't you here? It's more of that situation. Like,
yeah,
what if Khan was on the Cavs?
Okay, see what I'm saying? OKC, Boston, Denver, Cavs, or whatever. The top,
I'm on a
podcast. However teams is on the in the league, right? You're gonna give them. They're gonna have the opportunity.
There you go.
See, they're gonna have the opportunity.
What opportunity?
Yes, and if if one of those college players sees, like, oh, I'm gonna go win a championship and I'm gonna get some burn, I'm going over there.
Whoa! Who said all that?
What you mean? If they just won a championship and they're getting the best player in college basketball,
why are you saying they're getting them?
I'm saying if a player decides to go to them.
I'm saying, but it's gonna cost them. So
it might cost them money.
It might cost them $20 million, which might cost them their sixth man, their eighth man, hold on. Whoa. Now the Wizards get to get a player that's already proven that they can play on a championship team, and now they're not going to fall to the second place team. They're going to fall to maybe 10th or 11th.
You're
Now you
saying
get a what am I saying?
you're okay. So your theory about whatever that guy said too that you're also advocating for
I'm
is
not advocating. I just think it's not as bad as people think it is. I think
I think it's all
it could
because
really
like
mix some things up.
no, it's gonna do the exact same thing because you say it's gonna cost him $20 million. What 18-year-old is gonna be costed $20 million? He's gonna go to the same team that he would have got drafted to anyway.
No,
Yes, he would.
no. If I'm Con Knipple, I want to play for the Cavs. You got Donovan Mitchell. Well, after the season, we had Donovan Mitchell. So I'm like, ooh, I can just go there and just be a spot-up shooter, do what Max Strus does, and get up out of there. And they're really good. Evan Mobley, Jared Allen. You see what I'm saying? Like, you get to pick a situation that actually makes sense rather than having to go play for the Pelicans. Right? But if you do have to go, listen, but if you do have to go play for the Pelicans, the players that the Pelicans get, they won't be these highly touted, like, I want to leave players. They're going to be like, I chose to be here. If I want to even get out of here, I got to play hard. I got to score. I got to do whatever my role is. I got to do that to the best of my ability. So you're going to get a bunch of players that are going to play hard and stuff. Hopefully, if you pick right. I mean, and then, obviously you got your out of overseas players. Like, okay, for example, the great example, Murakami.
Mm-hmm.
He's on the White Sox.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They didn't draft him. He got to pick it, right? But that was after he kicked the tires on going to New York. They said, nah, you might not be that good. Kick the tires on going to the Dodgers. Nah.
It wasn't his choice.
Whose choice was it? They didn't draft him.
He chose the White Sox, but they were the only team offering him anything. So
no, they were no. They were the only team offering him a major league deal because it was the best fit for him. The other teams wanted him to go in the minors. You know that. I told you this. The Dodgers said they would sign him, but you got to play in the minors. So think about it. Now the White Sox, they just got to steal.
Is that really a choice, though? That's not really a choice, Brenden.
But there's going to be players that are actually good that are going to have the choice, and then there's going to be players that are going to get signed because that's their only choice. That's what makes it nice. Is like, if you don't want to go back to college, you want to be in this league, but you're not AJ DeBonsta, Darren Peterson, Cam Boozer, dude from UNC. If you're not that level of player, you're gonna take what you can get. Oh, you got 2.7 for me? I'll take it. Right? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like, and then you're gonna get a player that's gonna be like, okay, maybe this wasn't my first choice, but they were willing to take a chance on me. And if I play my role well, I can get to the places that I want to get to.
It just makes me upset that 18, 19-year-old kids would have the choice to be like, oh, I want to be here, so I'm gonna go here, instead of like being grateful that you got drafted anyway to any team and you're living out your dreams playing in the league. And in 4 years, if you do your stuff, even if you don't win, in 4 years, you can choose to go where you originally wanted to go to.
But that's saying that the opportunity is still there, or that a organization can't break you, bro. Like, imagine if you play. Like, remember when we first got this line about like, how did you feel on that team?
The first couple weeks, I was like, I'm actually playing pro ball.
Yeah, and then what happens? That's what I'm saying. So now,
but I'm not making Brenden, but he wasn't making millions of dollars.
I don't really want to play that bad, and I hate that guy over there, and I hate the organization, and they're purposely not trying to play me. And here's the other thing: the players be telling you, and this is what you got to pay attention to. I've been listening to Jeff T's podcast.
We wasn't millionaire, bro. We
wasn't making. The Hawks said. When he came in, they were like, you get 15 minutes and that's it. I don't care how well you're doing. He had like 12 points. He said as soon as that 15-minute mark hit, done playing, sat for the rest of the game. He had like 12 or 15 points. He was cooking.
That's my dad, bro.
So It's like organizations are running some shady stuff already.
They are, and I look, and
And
I can give you.
so now you can just be like, you know what? You want to do that kind of stuff? Ugh, don't want to be a part of it. Because why am I gonna force AJ Devonson to play for the Jazz or Ace Bailey? Ace Bailey's, I think he should have been the first overall pick. He's sitting the bench on the worst team, and they're sitting their players in the fourth quarter with opportunities to win the game. That kind of stuff weighs on you. It's mentally draining. It's physically. It's like, dude, I'm working my butt off to play for somebody who's actually trying to lose, and they're going to be trying to lose for 2 years. I got to sit there and be really good at basketball and wait 2 years to even contend. This is why we will have a hard time having real champions, right? Real people who want to stick around and play for their team for the entirety of their career, because they have to go. If they're any good, they have to go through these poor teams, these poor organizations, get ruined, get put through the ringer. They're like, are you really that good? Like asking questions that you shouldn't be asking, because they should have people around them that understand. Then you're almost giving the bad teams an out. They're like, okay, we don't have to work that hard. Actually, the less we do, the better. So we have a bad coach for 6 years. That's great, because we'll get 3 number 1 picks or 3 top 5 picks, even if it's top 5, 3 top 5 picks out of that. And maybe we can build a team after that instead of having to actually scout, go out, look for players. Okay, we need a 6'11" big. Oh, there's a guy in Nova Scotia. He's pretty decent. Maybe we'll take a look at him. Go send somebody out there. You know what I mean? Like, they actually have to try. Think about all the Hispanic players in the MLB. They actually have to go try. What do? They build academies in foreign countries and bring those players and not force them, but they train in the same place. And then they pick out of those. We got 11 and 13 and 15-year-olds getting signed. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, that's the kind of thing. And it spreads out the product. Like, the product will be spread out, because you won't. Look, Luis Robert signed with the White Sox. You don't think Luis Robert could have signed with the Dodgers? And at the time, he was like highly touted. That was one of the big. I think he had the highest contract, right?
No,
of a free agent signing. It was like 7 years, 130 or something like that.
No, not as a free agent. He got that in the minors.
No, but he wasn't. No, he didn't get drafted. I'm saying he was a signing. It was a free agent, like not a free agent, like what we know.
International free agent signing.
Yeah, an international signing. That's what it is. He had the largest international signing.
No, not like that. Sure? He got the minor league deal 7 years, 130 when he was in the minor leagues, not as a free agent. Like
but I mean, international, whatever. He was before he was in an organization. He played no college ball, no nothing. He's an international signing, and he got like the biggest contract. I think it was like 7 years, 130 or something like that. And that was the biggest one at the time. Like, only the White Sox could give him that, but probably not only, but they were willing to give it to him.
It was now, a $26 million signing bonus. That's what it was, $26 million.
What was the thing?
They don't get they get signing bonuses, so they get signed.
Okay, so you have the largest signing bonus. Okay,
the largest signing bonus. Yes.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's how they covered up the money. Okay, so
but I'm saying
that in the NBA,
I don't like.
And let's say you're in third place. Now you get Cam Boozer because OKC couldn't afford him, or they didn't have a roster spot for him.
What if he don't want to go to you? What if he doesn't want to go to you?
Then he doesn't have to sign. So maybe he goes to the fourth place team. And now, instead of them being in fourth place, they're in second. And now they can contend.
But, bro, you even told me, how many times does one player really change those things? So if you go to a fourth place team.
Well, but if they're in fourth place, they probably have a good team.
In the entire conference.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
I'm thinking about
not in the division. Like, no. I meant like fourth place in the conference. So now.
Sure.
Now the fourth place team.
But the fourth place team is a contender anyway. The fourth place team is a contender.
Maybe. Because a lot of the times in the NBA, the fourth place team really, I mean, I don't know how many 4 seeds and later have actually won the world in the finals. I think it usually comes down to the first 3 seeds.
Sure.
I know the Rockets did it. They did out the 6th seed.
I'll keep talking. I'll look it up.
I think Bron did it as a 5th seed or 4th seed. In 16. So, but that's what my whole thing is. It's like, if I got to pick and I could be like, okay, Like, and look, like I could literally go to a situation where I'm gonna be not only happy, surrounded by
Number 4 seeds to make it to the finals, there's been 5. Number
five
5
total.
number 5 number 5 seeds there's been 1, number 6 seeds there's been 2, and number 8 seeds there's been 1.
So really, you're 4 through 8, they're not contenders. So now think about you add AJ Devonsta to that.
But you have to hold
one. You have to take the risk. Yes, you have to take the risk. So you have to go out there and evaluate and actually try.
But they do that now, though. They go and evaluate.
Yes, they're evaluating the guy from San Diego State because they have the 26th overall pick.
What you mean?
They're not going to get AJ Devonsta. They're not going to get Cam Boozer. They're going to have to wait 4 years.
Everybody, all 30 teams should just have a fair ground of like, yo, everybody has the opportunity to get whoever they want.
Yes.
Out, offer whatever money you want to get. Obviously, salary cap is a problem, whatever.
Yes. You have to save money. Look, and it's a year-to-year thing too. Listen, so if you spend all your money this year, you can't do it next year.
The pros that I have is like, okay, the teams, everybody has a fit. Like, you're not rewarding a team for losing on purpose. However, to me, I think putting all the control in the players' hands, to me, I don't like that, because that, to me, that just builds arrogance. That builds like that. To me, that just like they're already now coming into the league arrogant and entitled or whatever the case is. You're pretty much being like, they're just going to be like that. And yeah, okay, if they end up going to the team they originally wanted to, that offered them money. They was like, oh, this is a team I wanted to go to. They offered me the money I wanted. I'm going to go there and play. They're going to be happy. And yes, they're going to work hard. And yet, like, you would think so. But how many players go to teams that they wanted to go to and were happy and do something dumb off the court that end up kicking them out the league anyway? So it's like,
listen, there's a survival of the fittest. It will weed you out. We'll weed out the bad ones. And some players are going to make horrible decisions. You're going to think they're really good. Mm-hmm. They're going to go to a team that's really good, and they're going to sit the bench, and they're going to be like, dang, but I can't really play. And either they're going to work harder, or they're going to ask out, but they're going to get less money the next time. It's going to cost them. So they got to think about their future. They got to think about the right now. I got to fit in that spot.
Bruh, how many kids?
I'm a great outfielder. I don't want to be on the Dodgers. I'm sorry. If I'm a great shortstop, I don't want to be on the Dodgers.
If you're a great shortstop?
Yeah, because they got Mookie Betts. What am I going to do? So now you draft the shortstop. I'm dang near throwaway. I got to spend 3 years in the minors.
What if he's better? What if he's better?
I mean, he could be, but better than Mookie Betts is tough.
And
you got to get the opportunity to be better than Mookie Betts. That's the other part that's tough.
Okay, but see, for baseball, to me, that's what I'm saying. For baseball, I don't think you can do that as a universal for every sport, because say the Dodgers had a chance to draft Connor Griffin. Okay, he's going to come up. Like, he played one full season, and it's already number 1 prospect in baseball, probably going to make this MLB debut after 1 full season this year, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, Connor Griffin comes up. Mm-hmm. You have Connor Griffin in the minor leagues. Mm-hmm. You just said, if you're the Dodgers, oh, we want him.
Hey, Max, get him out of here. What you mean?
Okay, all right, but see,
hey, we'll move around.
Would they do that though? Would they do that?
We shake and move. Wherever you need it.
Would they do that though?
Huh?
Would they do that?
Yeah.
How many?
And they had that money.
They had a chance to trade for Ketel Marte. They didn't.
It's gonna cost a lot though.
What was the Dodgers realistically? What would it really cost you? That's gonna hurt your World Series chances.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna get him, then we're gonna have to give at least 2 pitchers.
Like who? Glasnow?
Not like, yeah. Glasnow's tough. Snell's good.
Get Ketel?
It's not all about hitting, bro. We got Tommy Edman, bro. We don't need him.
Listen, I mean, you clearly don't. You just won back-to-back World Series.
I'm about to say that's number 1. What I was gonna say, but number 2 is if you have somebody's got to make outs. So if I have 6
you
hitters,
always say that.
You
always say that.
We're not going to get 34 runs a game. So if I have 6 hitters, somebody's got to bat 250. So I might as well have people who are designed to bat 250, like Max Muncy, like Andy Pye.
Bro, imagine this though. Like, if you get Ketel, that doesn't mean like automatically Freddie Freeman.
Somebody's got to do it.
That is okay. It's gonna be Andy Pages probably. That who
No, it's
already.
gonna be like Mookie Betts or like Freddie Freeman.
No, it's not. That doesn't
Yeah,
work like that, Brenden. No, it
somebody
doesn't.
has to, bro. You got to make 3
Yeah,
out.
the guys that suck anyway, Tommy Edman or Andy Pages or
Whoa,
Kike.
Tommy Edman don't suck. Hey, he's Asian. Relax. We're not racist. I'm Asian.
He's not even playing for Korea or whatever he's from. Like I don't even know he's like Lars Newbar.
Hey, Lars is on Japan, right?
Nah, he not this year. I don't think he didn't get approved for insurance. I don't think. Yeah, he's
Maybe
not. Bro, I told you Seiya Suzuki's playing center field.
Yeah, we should have Lars, bro. I love Lars Newbar for no reason.
You don't.
Hey, for absolutely no reason. I love Lars Newbar.
Why though? What about him? You don't like. It's surprising that you like him out of all guys.
He's actually a beast. He went to Driveline, so
you're not. Yo, you can't, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm with you with this whole Driveline stuff, bro. I'm with you because like
they make it look really nice.
They make it look cool.
It's really not like I was even on the website like, damn, bro, should I sign up for this? Knowing that I don't need to.
Brent Rooker just went to Driveline this year.
Yeah, I think
Logan O'Hoppe.
I think they some people fit it though.
So you think some it works for them?
It's listen, the product itself is not horrible.
Well, so what's your issue with Driveline? By the way, for those
I don't
that
have
don't
an
know,
issue. For those that don't, it's not an issue. I just think some players are great.
You want to explain what Driveline is first?
Yeah, it's basically like a facility, very very high tech facility for swinging, pitching. They do like all the biomechanical stuff, all this stuff like that. See, here's the thing. I think when they take players that are really good already, it was already natural for them. So like when Goldschmidt went, like that's when he started to decline because you start to become conscious, like, oh, is my hip rotating at X velocity and then my shoulder is rotating.
When you were already doing it.
And you start becoming a little bit too robotic. Some people just don't need that. Now, that's not to say that everything they do is bad. They have some good stuff. The jump programs, the stuff that I've seen is good. I think that they need some swing instruction. I've heard some of the things that they refer to as good and bad, and it's just like, and then I think also working with a ton of pro players, you become touchy-feely. And what I mean by that is like you're careful with what you say. Because if you're the reason that somebody gets ruined or they blame you, then you lose money. So like somebody might come in there with a problem and leave with the same problem and spend $10,000 to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that's the tough part about being a part of it. You have to understand what you're doing, you have to understand the swing first before you can go there. And a lot of people just, I mean, they mess up Mookie Betts, and that's hard to do because Mookie used to have a really nice flattening action.
Bro, I disagree with you, bro. I think Mookie's gonna be fine this year, bro. I think that he's gonna be good.
I hope so. I do. I really do. I miss him. I posted a video about him the other day.
He had one year where he lost so much weight. Like he lost.
But the swing looked bad. It wasn't even just the weight. The whole swing.
That's probably a result of the fact that he just didn't feel strong.
And he did it for a whole year, which means it became muscle memory. So he's gonna have to unlearn it and relearn his old swing. That's the problem. Right? When you start doing it without thinking about it, it's muscle memory. So I don't know. I just that's just my thing. I miss Lars though. I miss it. He used to be good, but he could be really good, but I think so. He had it naturally. He just,
bro. You know who's swing that I'm like, I don't even like. It doesn't even look good at all. Jordan Walker, dude.
That's another Driveline guy,
bro. I just saw like his during spring training. I saw some of my bats. I'm like, I don't like this at all. Like it looks so like. You want to talk about robotic? That looks robotic. I'm like,
yeah.
dude.
Do you remember? I was high on Jordan Walker too, so I'm actually disappointed to say I was really high on him. I was like, this is.
You're the first one that told me about him. Actually, you were like, yo, check
perennial for. Then I think we were still on the same team, and I was like, I showed you a video of him working at Driveline. I was like, That's it.
You was like, it's over with.
I said that. I said it.
Yeah.
I was like, yep, that's it.
Me and Brenden were literally like just because me and Brenden would always room together. So me and Brenden are just laying there, and Brenden was like, "No." I was like,
yeah, no, seriously.
He was like, "No." I was like, "What happened?" He was like, "Jordan Walker, bro, he's done." I was like, "Oh, then he got hurt." He was like, "No, he's a drive line." I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, but it's a really nice product though. They've really done a really good job of selling the product.
Well,
Sometimes you just have to have the right endorsements. It's the same thing with Teacher Man. Like having Aaron Judge be as good as he is, but they don't reference Scott Kingery. They don't talk about the other players that have done it that didn't have the same success. It goes down to Aaron Judge. Sometimes it is just the person you do get. Like if I say to you, like, hey, I worked with 6 MLB MVPs. That sounds good. Oh, okay, yeah, you must know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But like
maybe it's just
the difference between working with 6 MVPs and making 6 MVPs. And people don't know that they don't understand the process. Those guys were already good before they got there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, and then like, okay, for example, Kyrie Paris, when he went crazy for that week, he was all over social media. It was Kyron Paris this, Kyron Paris that. No offense to Kyron Paris, by the way. I mean, it was everywhere. He finished the season bad in 190. I ain't seen Kyron Paris since.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody posted about him. And because I think he worked at Wheelhouse Training. No, maybe not Wheelhouse. Maybe it was Optimal. Maybe it was Optimal, which is Teacher Man. The guy went and trained with Teacher Man. So he's a disciple of Teacher Man. So it's like, why don't you bring him up? Why don't you tell us what they need to fix? What's wrong with the swing? They never do that. Have you ever noticed that? No, they never. At least Driveline. They also, the other thing about Driveline is they present the problem. They do present the problem. I like that. I like that they do that. I just think they have a hard time fixing it. I think also it's a good product, but maybe don't give the player so much of the information.
Because like, let them
think about if I told you, hey, bro, if you get your arm to 98 degrees and your shoulders are at 36 degrees, and if your eyes are tilted at 46 degrees and your nose is pointed at 8 degrees down, you get a hit every time.
You're going to start trying to do that every single time, and you're not even looking at the pitch at this point. You're just like, you're just like trying to just like angle. Yeah.
Maybe I don't give the athlete as much information. Maybe I give them the raw numbers like, okay, your bat speed is up today. That's pretty much what I do with my kids. They don't see none of the stuff that I do.
No,
they don't see none of it. I'll be like, your bat speed is at 48. It was at 51 last week. So we're not rotating at the hips. And they start rotating at the hips. Okay, it's up to 54. Great.
But you're not doing like mechanically.
I'm not going to tell them, oh, when you rotate at 38 degrees, you're good. I say that. Yeah, like I say that for like players who are more advanced or don't have, they're not psycho. Like I'm psycho. So like you give me all that stuff, I'm going to try to do that stuff.
Yeah, Brendan's a maniac. So
yeah, so like I'm gonna be like, oh man, I think my hips rotated before my shoulders, and then now my shoulders, so I gotta make sure that my lead arm works. And then if my lead arm works, I gotta make sure my nose is pointed in, and if my eyes are twitching at 6 degrees, I'm gonna be all crazy in my head, and I'm not gonna be hitting.
You wanna know how crazy Brendan is, dude?
So I gotta think about like raw stuff. So like, okay, I understand bat speed. I understand the lead arm. I understand how the hips work. And so make it real simple, right? Okay, if you're late, your feet and hands are off timing. I'm saying your feet and hips are off timing. If you hit the ball square but not hard, your hips didn't rotate efficiently or fast. If you're missing under, your lead arm and elbows are not matching the plane of the pitch. See what I'm saying? Like I keep it real simple. So, and I do the same thing with my kids because I understand when you overload things, they tend to go the opposite way that you want them to go.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Goldschmidt. I don't even know what Goldschmidt was thinking because he just won MVP. What are you doing?
MVP,
yeah. Like Arenado, I kind of get. See, and the people who are also like not plus athletes, I also get it too.
Like going over there?
Yeah, because you're not a plus athlete. You need to know why you're not a plus athlete. But like Mookie Betts is a plus athlete. Like he can do anything. He can play basketball. He can bowl. He can, baseball, obviously. Football, I've seen him run routes. He's just a good
he's
athlete.
pretty
And now
good.
you give a good athlete, and you're like confining him into a box where it's like, okay, if you move it, you got to move like this to get the best. And then he stops being an athlete, and he starts being a robot.
What does Ohtani do? Because I don't even know what that guy does.
Ohtani be hitting with all sorts of stuff. He be hitting with cricket bats. I'm serious. You can find videos of. I've seen videos of him hitting with a cricket bat on the machine, like dead serious, swinging, hitting with a cricket bat.
Why?
Think about a cricket bat. It's heavier than a baseball bat. It's flat on one side, so you've got to be really good through the zone, and you got to stay. You got to keep that paddle just like this the whole way through, and it also is bent on the outside. It's lighter, so when it gets hit like this, it'll tilt up. You'll see a lot of backspin.
See a lot of backspin
like this. When it gets hit at the bottom part, it'll tilt down, so you'll get more ground balls. So it really just exposes flaws in his swing. Yeah, and so he does that. I've seen him do that all the time. Like Ohtani, those Japanese and Asian, they be out there working, bro. They're always more movement thing. That's why I think they are better. That's why they be cooking us, really.
You think they're better baseball players?
No. Yes, they're better baseball players, but they're not better athletes. So sometimes we can overwhelm them with athleticism.
Okay, that's
they're more skilled.
So Brenden, we need one.
Yeah, I want one. I want to get a cricket bat.
Who is that?
Oh, he's talking about 2K. Hey, I'll be on in a minute.
We'll be out here in a minute. We'll be out here in a minute.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. So if you guys don't know,
I'll be on in a minute, bro. Trust me.
The way Brenden talks, right? You guys hear how he talks. I dealt with this for 2 seasons of my life, like as a teammate, every single day. Like, you know what I mean? Like every single day.
Very intense. I'm laughy, jokey.
Yes.
Very intense though when it comes to like
it comes to the game itself. Like you outside of the off the field, like we're in the house, we're on the road, like you laugh and joke with him the entire time. But once you get parked and you are going to go to BP pregame, it's literally like baseball. Like it's he will not stop talking about baseball. And like you can't, like you try to get a conversation about anything else, he's just gonna look at you. That's what it's like, you know. But a lot of teammates, they knew that I was close with them, so they would come to me like, "Yo, what's up with Brenden?" Like I'm like, "What? This is how he is." Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't talk to him. Like, if you don't got to talk to him about baseball, don't talk to him at all. Like, it doesn't really make sense. So it's like he would literally have an at bat where everybody had to you would have to record him so he could see it. And like the minute he's getting into the dugout, about whatever result was, strikeout, which he barely did, pop up for whatever, he's coming in and he already knew, I didn't do this. Like he already knew. He would already be like, great swing, but I just didn't do this. Like, and he would look at it, he'd be like, see, look, well, all right, cool. And then the next at bat, he would hit a double in the gap. And it's like, I never could do that. I feel like if I'd known Brenden my entire life, I'd be a much better hitter than I am right now.
Yeah, you be a beast. And I would honestly, I wish we had started like 3 years ago.
I know. And
I was just too intense, and I was selfish in the best way possible.
But I didn't see that though. I didn't agree with that. I don't agree.
That's why I said selfish in the best way possible, because I really didn't feel comfortable spreading out information because I didn't want to mess up anything that you guys were doing for yourselves. But like I could tell you, somebody walks in, I'm like, yeah, he can't hit this.
And he literally
I used to do that.
He really could, yeah.
I would do that. I'd be like, hey, bro, look how he's holding his back. He ain't hitting over here.
Like I'd be playing second base, Brendan's playing right, and I'll look back like after like one swing, foul ball, whatever. I'll look at him. He'll be like just pitch him right here. He's not going to be able to hit it. Like pitch him, or what pitch to throw in whatever situation. He'll literally be calling it out, like slide her down and away. Like he'll say what the pitcher should do. A lot of times the pitcher wouldn't listen, and they'll get smoked in the gap, and then we'll just be laughing, like you know what I mean? Because like they just wouldn't listen. But like Brent, when you guys hear Brenden talk, it's literally like, this is what I dealt with. But then the thing is like, I appreciate it because like I didn't, none of the other teammates, everybody was selfish in their own right, because in in minor league, pro ball, independent ball, dudes don't really care about winning. Like me and you did, like we wanted to win, but it's all about what numbers you put up. Like it's all, that's all you care about.
No, seriously. And it is.
you have to be careful for certain guys, because a lot of guys will kind of like backstab you in a way of like they don't want you to succeed, because especially if you're in the position that they are, they don't want you to do well, because you know what I mean? Like they're not going to get an opportunity. So it's like in the major leagues, guys got a contract. They know they're going to play every day. They're not worried about who's coming behind them. You know what I mean? Like they don't have that stress. But and if you're a high prospect, you have the stress to kind of perform up to what your expectations are, but you're pretty much going to get every opportunity to play. And independent ball, bro, it's not like that. And like for a lot of minor leaguers, it's not like that. Guys want you to fail on your own team because they know they'll get an opportunity if you do fail. And like Brenden was never like that. You know what I mean? Like, so that's why I gravitated more towards him when other guys I would see like.
Because I'll tell you the truth, like you come up to me and be like, "Hey, bro, am I nice?" Hell no.
I asked Brenden. I literally asked. I don't know if you remember the conversation. I called you. No, I think we were sleeping. We were sleeping right there. I think he was on the floor, and I'm sleeping. And then I was like just laying there, and I was like, "Yo," and I think I was like in a slump or whatever for like a couple games. And you were like, I was like, "Brenden, do you think I'm a good hitter?" He was like, "I'll be honest with you, no." He was like, "No."
I remember. Yeah, we were in Garden City.
Yes. He was like, "I'll be honest with you, no, not right now." He was like, "The potential's there if you do this, this, and that." And he was like, "To get your average back up to where it needs to be, look at how many games you got left. You need this many hits per game. Like this many hits."
Oh my God. That sounds just like me. I know I said that.
Yeah.
I know I said that.
So in my head, I'm like, yo, bro, I need my average to come up. I was struggling. Mind you, I had a hot streak of about a couple weeks where I was like squaring up everything. And then I went into a rut and I had no idea why, because I didn't change anything mechanically. I don't know what it was. And then Brenden wouldn't say anything unless you asked him something.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why I said I was selfish.
Yeah. So it was like,
I already knew what was going on, but I just didn't want to mess up anybody.
I was like, "Bro, what's my problem?" And he was like, this, and this. He's like, "Look, we got about 15 games left." He was like, "If you get this many hits the rest of the season combined, or this many hits per game, add in a walk here, your numbers would be this, this, and that." And then I'm like, "All right, cool." And I started off the first 6 or 7 games. I think I turned it on because and then you told me exactly what was wrong with my swing and what was not swing wise. I think it was more like a mental approach in that time rather than swing. But he was like, "Why are you taking so many pitches? Like, why? Like, what's your reasoning for that?" He's like, "You clearly are down 0-1 every single at bat. You're down."
Right. That's the hard part.
Like I can't.
I remember breaking it down. I was like, "Listen, these are the numbers when you bat 0-1. You got a 22% chance of getting a hit." And because I had the whole chart. Like I memorized the chart.
Right. Yeah.
I had remember that chart, the 3-2, the count. I was like, now these are the best players in the world. They have a hard time hitting 0-1, 0-2, 1-2. So what do you think you're about to do? It's like that's what I was trying to say. It's like that's why you see me a lot of times. You get one pitch and I'm in there. I'm either out or I'm gonna hit.
Brendan's average pitch lifespan for an at bat is probably like 3 pitches max. Literally,
bro,
like
max 3 pitches.
Max 3 pitches.
You gotta be really good to get past 3 pitches.
And it would be
I just gotta be really bad.
I don't know how many like full counts I saw Brenden in ever. Like
you know, I don't do full counts either.
He'll walk if he knows you just stink and you're not gonna throw him a strike. But like
I don't walk either. That's the funny thing.
He doesn't walk though.
I have 57 walks in 4 years in college. I have 79 strikeouts and I had like almost 200 hits.
I had like 50 walks in one season. Like
I would never walk that much. The most I ever had in one season was 17.
In college or in pro?
17.
At all ever?
Ever. Yeah, 17.
What?
Because I think my last year in Monterey, 17. I had 17.
17 walks?
That's it. Yeah, I did not do the walking thing. In pro ball, I had 60 or 70. I had 31. I had 31 in Monterey.
Okay.
And 150 at bats. So like 20%.
Okay. That was high for you.
But I had 50 hits.
Right. Yeah.
And I think 25 extra base hits. 18 doubles.
Yeah, out of half of his
18 doubles, 7 homers. So yeah. 25 extra base hits. So I bopped for sure. I was 1,000 OPS. I had 1,000 OPS.
And that's when you couldn't pull the ball.
Right. Yeah. Basically center fielder, right. It was everything.
Yeah. That was so like I learned
so mad at myself that year.
Like now about hitting now, like I've learned more about hitting in the last 3 years than I knew my entire life. And And travel ball, I was a very good hitter. Like I hit really well. Like I mean, like compared to like to the standard I hold myself to as far as like high average, high on base. You know what I mean? A lot of extra base hits as far as doubles go. Like I never hit home runs. My first home run ever was like in an actual game was in Garden City, like in Salina. That was my first home run I've ever hit in a game.
Oh,
And
bro.
yeah, the one other one was in college, but it was in pro day. I mean, not pro day, scout day. Um, and that was against my own teammates. Like that was the first one I've ever hit in a game. And then, but in an actual game, thankful. In an
Yeah, that's
actual
kind of
game,
hard, actually.
hit
I didn't know that.
my first at bat. That was the one. But like
Hey, I left.
that was bro when I hit that, mind you, because I was bro leading up to that game, like in spring training, the 2 weeks we were there, I was hitting balls farther than I've ever hit before, and I didn't even know why. Obviously, like a little bit higher elevation, I guess I kind of played into it. But like I was like hitting home runs in BP consistently, and then I'm like, bro, this ain't gonna happen. I've never done that. I've never hit homers in BP ever. And I'm like, I actually feel good. And then game one, I'm a little bit like nervous. I was my first pro at bat or whatever. I get to a 3-2 count, and I just went like this, flicked it over the wall over there in the right field. I'm like, am I this guy now? Never was that guy because I hit one. I hit one the rest of the year in Santa Fe. I was never
See
that.
too.
I had two. I had 4 in 2 years. That I was the first 2 years. And
Man, I'm telling you, I should have did more.
hey, bro, what you mean you should have did more?
For you,
Hey, bro, I mean stuff happens, man. You know
because
what I mean?
honestly,
Like
you could do it, man. You could do it.
we're working now though, right?
Yeah, you need to get your ass down here though. Hey, one's in the chat if he needs to get down here and train.
I got a job. Though. I can't just go over there whenever.
Bro, get down here and train, bro.
I got a job, bro.
Listen, give me like 2 or 3 days, bro. That's all I need. I just need to take you through the stuff.
Spring break.
All right, let's do it.
Spring break. I can try.
Make sure you get here, bro, because I'm serious. It's just like 2 days, 2-3 days max.
Yeah.
You'll drive home and you'll be ready to go. You'll know exactly how to do it and what to do.
And then like, yeah, that's what Brenden does when he trains. He's like, he'll show you what to do and then just so you can do it for yourself. So.
Yeah, I don't really train. See, that's the other thing. People expect me to come in there and train. I'm not doing that. You're gonna train yourself.
Oh, speaking of which, I actually found a D-bat like 45 minutes from my crib. I didn't even know they had one. Like they built 2 new locations over here. So like
You can go there and hit out the machine.
Bro, that's what I'm gonna
do. Yeah, worst case scenario, you can just go there, pay for them tokens, and hit off the machine.
How much is it?
$20 for 15.
For 15 balls?
No, 15 tokens. So each token is 15 balls.
Each token is 15 balls. Okay.
That's what it is over here, at least. It could be 25 for you.
They don't do it by hour?
I mean, you can rent a cage, yeah, but you have to have somebody throw it.
Oh, okay. Like the machine-wise is always tokens based.
Yeah, it's token based, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right,
it's smart to do that, too, because, I mean, that's a lot of pitches. You probably won't even go through those. It'll probably take you 2 or 3 days, 2 or 3, trips.
With 15 tokens?
It's 15 balls each token.
Yes, and then it's how
much. Think about that. I probably don't take more than like 75 swings a day. So that's 5 tokens. So
got it. That makes sense.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna do that.
And they'll give you a card or whatever, and you'll be able to just swipe it and come in, and you don't have to say nothing to nobody.
Yeah, I gotta get some video. So
yeah, I need some videos too. Yeah, for sure, because I can break them down and do some stuff.
So. Yeah, but
hey, yeah, but hey, we got one more thing, right?
Oh, you want to talk about that real quick? Yeah.
Yes, I have a hypothetical. Is it harder to win? I think the WBC is the hardest thing to win in all of sports. That's including Super Bowls, hockey, all that. A 1-game playoff in baseball is unreal hard. Because like any particular game, any team can win. Like you can be the worst team ever, a combination of the worst team ever, and still win a game just because the other team didn't hit well, or your pitcher had a good outing, or their pitcher had a really bad outing. The margins of baseball are so small. Like, even if you suck at pitching, like you suck, stink, you got a 70% chance of getting somebody out because batting 300 is good.
Right.
So You got a 70% chance of getting it out.
That's wild. So
Even if you absolutely suck,
even if you suck, yeah,
you still have a chance.
Yeah, like
So,
you could
like
be
in basketball, like if you can't, they're not. There's so many ways to do it. Like they can physically get closer to the basket. They can physically shoot over top of you. Like in baseball, there's no roundabout. You have to hit that round ball with that round bat to make hits and make
runs,
make things happen. And then after you hit the ball with the round bat, you got to run 4 backs. And things can happen. You just saw the worst triple play ever.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
The worst triple play ever. And those are professionals. So like think about that. Like even if you absolutely stop, like for example, like a college football team has no shot against any NFL team.
Absolutely not. Thank you for saying that.
No shot. I don't care about Alabama. You can have all the best college football players.
I had a friend say that the best college football team of all time assembled can beat the best NFL team. I was like, absolutely not. I mean, it can beat the worst NFL team. And I was like, absolutely not. Absolutely
the New York
not.
Jets will be national champions every year.
Every year.
They would never lose. And not a single game.
Facts.
They would go 28 years in a row and never lose. Because there's a difference. There's a huge difference. Actually, they could sit their backup quarter. I mean, they could play with just their backup quarterback. And their quarterback is a backup quarterback. So this would be a backup quarterback to the backup quarterback.
Their quarterback is a backup quarterback. So we thought they were the third string. We thought they were Zach Wilson on the Jets. They would.
Whoa, hold on. Okay, I might say something crazy. This might be crazy.
Here we go.
They could take a receiver, put him at quarterback, and still beat y'all.
Nah, that's sweet. Now we're getting there a little bit. Now we're
Mohamed Sanu at quarterback is cooking all of y'all. Julian Edelman at quarterback cooking all of y'all.
You think so?
He used to be a quarterback. That's why
I know.
I know. And Sanu has like one of the longest touchdowns for a receiver, I think.
No, I think but I do think like the 0-16 Cleveland Browns would demolish.
Oh my god, they would go crazy on you guys.
Would go crazy on.
It's just like a different level. It really it truly is just a different level. Like it's
professional sports in general, bro. It's different.
Yeah, like anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody at that level is like the best you've ever seen.
Yeah. Like
until you see somebody else at that level.
Like the worst MLB player, Johan Rojas, will go to LSU and win a Golden Spikes Award. Like he would be the best.
Yeah, and by far and away. Like it wouldn't even be like there would be no contention. It would be no like second place.
There would be no close second. No.
You'd have 38 homers, 196 RBIs, and bat 7,000.
Bro, because look at it, guys. Like, look at this. Like MLB players, they call the 4A players that are like way too good for AAA, but not good enough for the big leagues.
Yeah.
Those guys go to the minor leagues and crush in AAA. They crush.
And those are the best college players. So now imagine they face your third best.
Yeah, Imagine in a weekend series, they facing the Ole Miss's third starter that's probably not going to get drafted, and he's going to go 3 for 4, maybe 4 for 4 with 4 homers. Like it's just they're going like the level is different. The worst player, who's the worst player in the MLB? Who do you think is the worst hitter in the MLB?
God dang, the worst hitter.
Worst hitter.
Well, it was Brett Phillips.
That's an everyday guy.
It was Brett Phillips.
Yes, that was me. Brett Phillips will win the Golden Spikes Award in college
for sure.
Like, yeah,
and he would look like Barry Bonds while he was doing it. I'm serious.
Yeah, that's fact, bro. The
Luis
worst
Arise.
The worst
have 900 homers.
Yes, the worst pitcher would go to the and win basically whatever there's a Cy Young over there.
Absolutely.
Like the worst pitcher would have a point
936 Ks, 1 hit.
1. No, but you guys like we're saying that's a joke, but this is like 100% facts. Like these guys move at a different level, bro. Like
they do, and it only takes like 2 or 3 years removed from college.
Yep.
And Just playing like 2 seasons in the Pro Bowl, it's over.
Mhm.
It's over.
Yeah. You get to the big leagues and you play 2 seasons, and even if you're not an everyday guy, you play 2 seasons or with those guys.
And facing
You
those
will
guys, yeah. Yeah, you're
you
gonna get
will be the best. You're the best. You're like one of the 1%ers because
already.
like already you're
Already.
one of the 1%ers. So it's like
Mhm.
you got to understand how good these guys are. So it's like in a one game, anything can happen. These guys are so good.
Oh, and
So it's
also they're physically like fantastic. They're all specimen in their own way.
yes, in their own specific ways.
They are like okay, people you think are slow, like you're like, oh, Pete Alonso's slow. Yeah, 4-2 to first. Go ahead and try to do that.
Mm-hmm. You can't. You won't.
Yeah, get off your couch and try to run a 4-2 to first.
I think my brother-in-law was like, "Yo, I'm faster than Castellanos." I was like, "No, you're not. Like, you're not. You won't be. Like, he's an MLB outfielder. You're not faster than him."
I promise you, he's not. I promise you. I promise you, all those guys.
Kyle Schwarber, like, no, you're not fat. Like, no, these guys are.
You can definitely throw harder than Kyle Schwarber, though. I'll give you that.
Throw harder, yes.
Yes. Yeah, because I don't know, bro. That was the shortest sack fly I've ever seen. It was 130 feet. You didn't see that? He was on the Phillies.
I did see that. Yeah, that's when he was, bro. I watched every Phillies game he's played. Like when he was playing left,
130 feet. That's literally standing right outside the infield. And the throw was like 8 feet short. Like it was like, and had 2 bounces. So yeah, great power hitter though. But god dang, he can't.
That ball he hit today, dog.
Hey, do you see Spencer Jones? What do you think? I'm worried about him. I like him. I think
I like him. I like him.
I do think he's doing the thing that he needs to do though. He's gonna have to be a bopper. Hey, you just gotta let him strike out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what his ceiling is because he does have the same frame as Aaron Judge, literally to a T. 6'7", 270.
Joey Gallo.
I don't know. No, I think he's a little further than Joey Gallo. Man, what a waste of talent.
Joey Gallo, like, would hit like, yeah.
Just no more Mazzaro too. Just
that was it. Literally, I was just about to just spit that out just now. No more Mazzaro.
Mazzaro should have been a beast, bro.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I like Spencer Jones though. I like what he's doing with the whole like Aaron Judge thing, like the whole like teacher man vibe, whatever. You know.
Yeah, I think I would just leave him like that.
Yeah, don't try to do anything else. And if he strikes out 200 sometimes, which he will, it's okay. Like as long if he gives you 30 homers, you're fine. You live with it.
You know what's funny is he's another guy that was just taking off body because his body of work at Vanderbilt wasn't great. He really just had that senior year. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that senior year he bopped. Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good. But his freshman and sophomore.
What happened with your shortstop, bro?
Who?
He got drafted.
Oh, Austin.
No, not Austin Martin. Not Austin Martin.
That's his name. Yeah, Austin Martin.
He's with Minnesota, I think.
Yeah, he
No, I'm talking about Carter Young, I think his name was. I think it was like a couple years ago.
Bro, I told everybody he was trash.
Bro, people was on it, bro. They loved him.
I know. He's white, he got the long hair. That's all it was. Hey, it's the Caucasian with the long hair. Look like Justin Bieber.
He's in double A right now.
Believe, bro, he was. Hey, listen, look at how many times he struck out. And then he had even in that season. And think about it, he had a metal bat. He had like everything you could think of that you would want as an advantage. Metal bat, surrounded by really good players. Who's the catcher? Where's the catcher at though? That's what I want to know.
The short Spanish ball?
Yes, I like him.
He got drafted by was it the Yankees or what was it? Forgot his name. Jason Gonzalez. What about him? What do you think about him?
Yeah, look, Carter Young had 16 homers in 2021. Then 2022 came back and he had 7, 66 Ks, 39 hits. So he had 84 strikeouts to 60 hits in 21. Then he had 66 to 39. And they're like, yeah, this is going to be a great prospect. He batted 207 and 252.
Hey,
and,
bro, he's
since then, soon. So in pro ball, 4 seasons in the minors, he's hit 12 total homers.
Yep.
He's been more the same. He has his average in college, 244. His average in the pros, 219. He is what you signed up for. If you knew what you were looking at, you would have known this is what you were going to get. But most people
don't. What about Enrique Bradfield? What do you like? You don't like Enrique Bradfield?
Oh, he's solid. Remember, I told you those slap hitter types. I'm
Mhm.
okay with them
If you can be
if you run fast,
he's super fast.
and he is super fast. That's the Baltimore, right?
Yep, he's with Baltimore as well. Yep, I
Yeah,
like him
like,
though.
huh?
I like
You
him.
don't or you do?
I do like him. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's solid. I think he'll be fine.
He might come up to the bigs in a little bit, dude.
Yeah, he probably a little bit. He still needs some
Like
refining.
their outfield isn't that good, bro.
Yeah, so he got 135 stolen bases
Yeah,
in 200 games. Yeah, come on.
He says bring him up.
That's Juan Pierre. Hey, that's Juan Pierre, bro. He can be Juan Pierre.
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, I don't need everybody. Doesn't have to be a bopper. You need people like that. But
Speaking
you
of
need
which,
them to run fast.
Speaking of which,
like, it needs to be contact speed. It can't just be contact. You can't be contact slow like Arise. Contact slow like or contact mid speed. I'll say. I'll give Quan the average speed. He's average speed, average foot speed.
Speaking of which, we talked on the phone yesterday about it. We're gonna end with this. We're talking about these, prototypical guys. I don't know if I'm desperate. I might get a Justin Crawford jersey, bro.
He's a beast.
Are you just saying that
all the kids that grow up, besides Kevin Mitchell,
still take away Kevin Mitchell, all them guys that have
grow up in an MLB locker room, you have a superior advantage.
Yes,
he just shouldn't have been there. That's all.
Yeah.
Hey, and that's all offense to Kevin Biggio.
Yeah. I was gonna say no offense. That's like all disrespect to Kevin.
Yeah, I mean, you need all of that. Either lock it in or get the heck out of here. That's nepotism at its finest.
Your dad is Craig Biggio, bro.
Like 3,000 hits. You didn't learn nothing.
But like, what hitter? Well, I mean, what player that's had a dad that's like that has been bad or has been mid? Like, what do you like?
I mean, there's a lot of mid ones, but they're not that bad.
No, I'm talking about
yeah. Well, they're not that bad and keep getting opportunities. That's the problem I have with him.
Where's he at right now?
He was in was he in Blue Jays? Was he on the Blue Jays?
Yeah, but he's not playing there.
But he was on the Blue Jays. I'm saying.
Yeah, I think he's with the Astros.
After the Blue Jays.
I think he's with the Astros now.
He's in the yeah. He went and played where his dad played. Yeah.
Yeah, and no, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, no, but I like Justin Crawford. Like,
he might get banned. Hey, I'd actually. He played for the Royals.
Plays for the Royals now, and he's not playing over there either.
Yeah, he's not playing good over there either.
No, he's not going to play there. He will not be playing there. Massey's playing second. Michael's playing third, and Bobby's playing short. He's not playing there.
Right, he shouldn't even be on the team. He should playing Indy Bar in Japan.
Oh, bro, he probably go to Japan and mash though.
Yeah, you can play Japan. Go ahead, come on. See, look what those MLB. See, that's another sign of how good they are. Was it Franmil?
Franmil had like 30 homers.
Yeah, so look, Franmil horrible in the MLB. Go over there, bare bounce. That just shows you how you just got to face MLB pitchers for a consistent time, and eventually you'll just be good.
Bro, he went. What's the name? Is back in the big leagues after 6 years of dominating. I think it's like Tyler Austin is back in the big leagues now, like after playing 6 years in Japan, and he mashed over there.
Yeah, he was one of the best.
And like he stunk.
I think Jared Bauer was talking about him when they faced him.
Yeah, they put him on the same team.
He's a white dude. Yeah, okay, yeah, he's a white dude.
Yeah,
okay, yeah, that's right.
And like he stunk in the bigs. That's why he went over there in the first place. He hasn't played in the bigs in 6 years. And like he goes over there and mashes for 6 years, and now he's back. And Franmil had opportunities to come back to the bigs when they see what he was doing over there. He said, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah,
he's like, they got me a penthouse in Tokyo. What am I doing? Like, what am I going back to the big leagues for? I'm making.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it either. And you can make it to Hall of Fame from there.
No, you can't.
I know.
Absolutely making it to the Japan Hall of Fame.
Wait, is Sadaharu O not in the Hall of Fame then?
Is who?
Sadaharu O.
In the
he's
Cooperstown.
He's the home run king.
In Japan?
Yeah, 863.
He's in Cooperstown. He's probably in the Japan Hall of Fame.
He gotta be in somebody's Hall of Fame.
Does Japan have a Hall of Fame? Does MPB have a Hall of Fame?
Probably.
They have to, right?
Yeah. But like I said though, that's how good they are.
Yeah. Like them like you go over there, you play in the big leagues for 2 years, you're gonna go in Japan and be one of the best hitters. I'll tell you right now.
Sure.
But yeah, thanks for tuning in, man. Another stream is coming tomorrow. We're probably gonna do this live on TikTok.
Yes, the Beyond the Scoreboard TikTok. Check it out if you have it. We need y'all to support it because we're trying to get to 1,000 followers on there, so then we can stream on all 3 platforms and we can get a whole bunch of conversations going.
Yes.
Your boy's been really posting on there too, so hey, every time something pops in my head, I'm putting it right on there. So, and I'm being real. Huh?
You're gonna be seeing a lot of Brendan's face all over TikTok and Instagram and YouTube Shorts and stuff. So
yeah,
get ready.
I'm gonna start every time I have an idea or think of something, I'm gonna bring it right to there. We're gonna start to really try and grow that channel. So, hey, I'd recommend following it. We're gonna do some lives on there. Like we're trying to get after it everywhere we can get.
Yep.
Support that. Like, share, whatever you see. If you like something, share, put on your story, all that.
Yep. Yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in, man. We will see you tomorrow on TikTok. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Put this channel out to however many people you can, man. Jamie, thanks for tuning in, bro. Josh, thanks for coming. Tommy, all you guys. Brendan's gonna go over there and get on 2K now. So
yeah.
See you guys tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Peace.